Listen to me. Success is not some accident. Success is not luck. Success is not the lottery. Success is not something that just falls into your lap. Success is earned, it's hunted, it's chased down, it's bled for, it's cried for, it's sacrificed for. You don't get success, you take it. The misconception of success, family, let's keep it real. Too many people out here think success is just about talent. They think success is about who your parents are. They think success is about luck, about being born in the right place at the right time. But let me tell you something that's a lie. Yes, talent helps. Yes, connections might open a door. But if you're lazy, if you don't grind, if you don't sacrifice, if you don't push past pain, none of that matters. Because the truth is this: success is about discipline. Success is about sacrifice. Success is about hunger. There's a reason most people don't get it. It costs too much, and they're not willing to pay the price. The pain of almost, I remember when I first started chasing my dreams. I had nothing. I was homeless. I was eating out of trash cans. I was sleeping in abandoned buildings. People laughed at me. They counted me out. And let me be honest with you, it hurt. It hurt to be broke. It hurt to be overlooked. It hurt to be invisible. But let me tell you what hurt worse: the thought of dying without becoming who I was supposed to be. See, pain will visit you either way. You can suffer the pain of discipline, or you can suffer the pain of regret. And I decided a long time ago, I'm not living with regret. The laws of success, if you want success, you've got to live by laws. There are rules to this game, principles that never change. And if you don't follow them, you will fail, period. The law of hunger, you have to want it more than sleep, more than comfort, more than pleasure. The law of consistency, anybody can grind for a day, but can you grind for 10 years? The law of sacrifice, you can't keep everything and get success. You will lose some things: friends, comfort, free time. That's the price. The law of focus, you can't chase 10 rabbits and catch one. Success requires focus like a laser. The law of faith, you got to believe in you before anyone else does. Success is not magic. It's not secret. It's not hidden. It's principles. It's laws. And if you follow them, you will succeed. So here's my question to you: how bad do you want it? How much are you willing to give up? How much are you willing to sacrifice? Because if you can answer those questions with ACTI on, then success is already yours. Listen to me carefully. Everybody wants success, but very few are willing to do what it takes. Success doesn't respond to wishes. Success responds to work, and not just ordinary work, but consistent discipline, relentless grind. The myth of motivation bears discipline. Some of you think motivation is enough. You wait for the perfect song, the perfect video, the perfect moment to feel inspired. But let me tell you the truth: motivation will not save you. Why? Because motivation is temporary. Motivation comes and goes. You might wake up pumped on Monday, but by Wednesday you're tired. By Friday you're making excuses. But discipline is permanent. Discipline doesn't care if you feel like it or not. Discipline says, I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you had a bad day. You said you want success. Get up and work. That's the difference between winners and losers. Losers work when they feel like it. Winners work even when they don't. Kobe Bryant's midnight grind. Let me give you an example. Kobe Bryant, the Mamba. People ask why he was great. It wasn't just talent. Thousands of players had talent. What separated Kobe? He would wake up at 3 a.m., get his first workout in before the sun came up. By the time most players were waking up at 8 or 9, Kobe already had 3 hours of work in. He was obsessed with getting better. He didn't care about comfort. He cared about greatness. And that's why when the game was on the line, Kobe was confident. Why? Because he had put in work that nobody else was willing to do. You can't cheat the grind. The grind knows how much work you put in. The grind knows if you've been consistent. And when the pressure comes, the grind will expose you. The price tag of success. Now let's talk about sacrifice. Too many of you want success, but you also want to hold on to everything else. You want success, but you also want comfort. You want success, but you also want Netflix, parties, late night fun, and sleeping in until noon. Listen to me. Success has a price tag. You cannot be successful and comfortable at the same time. When I was homeless, I sacrificed my pride. When I was grinding in classrooms, teaching for free, I sacrificed money. When I was building my dream, I sacrificed sleep. You think you can have success without sacrifice? That's like trying to win a marathon without running. Impossible. So let me ask you, what are you willing to give up? If success costs you friends, are you willing to lose them? If success costs you comfort, are you willing to push through? If success costs you sleep, are you willing to wake up early? Because let me tell you, success will always cost more than you think, but it will also pay more than you imagine. The power of consistency, let me take it deeper. The reason most people fail isn't because they don't start. It's because they don't stay consistent. Everybody is excited on day one. Everybody posts on social media about their new goal, their new hustle, their new dream. But where are they in 6 months? Where are they in 2 years? The graveyard of success is full of almost. Full of people who almost made it. People who started but didn't finish. Consistency is boring. Consistency is not sexy. Consistency means doing the same thing over and over, day after day, without applause, without recognition. But let me tell you, that's where greatness is born. If you can stay consistent when nobody is watching, you will shine when everybody is watching. The marathon mindset success is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Too many people quit because they think it's supposed to happen fast. You think 6 months of work equals success. No, sometimes it takes 6 years. Sometimes it takes 10 years. I was speaking for years before anybody knew my name. I was grinding in schools, churches, small rooms, empty rooms. Nobody saw it. Nobody cared. But I kept going. And then one day it clicked. One video, one moment, one opportunity. But don't miss this. That moment only mattered because I had been grinding for years when nobody was watching. So I need you to understand, success is not for the sprinters. Success is for the marathon runners. If you can endure, if you can keep going when it's slow, when it's hard, when nobody believes in you, then success is already chasing you down. Listen to me. You will never get success if you're distracted. You can't be everywhere, doing everything, and expect greatness. Success requires laser focus. Success requires tunnel vision. You've got to be locked in, so locked in that people think you're crazy. The power of focus, everybody wants success, but everybody's chasing 10 different things at the same time. 1 minute you're on a diet, the next minute you quit. 1 month you're starting a business, the next month you're gaming all night. One day you're grinding, the next day you're scrolling. That's not focus, that's chaos. And chaos doesn't build greatness. Focus means saying no to good things so you can say yes to great things. Blocking out distractions, even the ones that look innocent. Protecting your time like it's gold, because it is. You can't chase 2 rabbits and catch one. You can't chase 2 dreams and succeed at either. Choose Owen, lock in, master it, then, and only then move to the next. Steve Jobs, in simplicity, Steve Jobs wasn't the smartest engineer at Apple. He wasn't the most technical. But you know what he was? He was focused. When he came back to Apple, the company had dozens of products. He cut almost all of them. People thought he was crazy. But Jobs said, we're going to focus on a few things and make them insanely great. The result, iPhone, iPad, Mac, iPod. The world changed. Why? Because of focus. The mindset shift. Let's talk mindset. You can't win the battle for success if you've already lost the battle in your mind. Some of you have talent. You have skills. You have everything it takes. But you've convinced yourself that success is for other people. You believe you're too old, too young, too broke, too late, too uneducated. Let me tell you the truth. The biggest enemy of your success is not your circumstances. It's your mindset. If you think you're defeated, you are. If you think you're a victim, you are. If you think it's impossible, it is. But if you think you can, if you think you deserve it, if you think it's possible, now you've opened the door. As a man thinketh, so is he. Change your thoughts, and you change your life. Overcoming obstacles, now let's be real. Obstacles are part of the journey. Nobody gets success on a straight road. The road to success is full of potholes, delays, storms, and detours. But here's the difference. Most people see obstacles as stop signs. Winners see obstacles as training. Failure, that's feedback. Rejection, that's redirection. Pain, that's preparation. Let me give you a real truth. Every setback is setting you up for a comeback. Thomas Edison's failures. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times trying to invent the light bulb. People laughed at him, called him crazy. A reporter once asked, "How does it feel to fail 1,000 times?" Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." That's the mindset of champions. They don't see failure as final. They see it as part of the process. The lion mentality family, let me break it down. Success requires the lion mentality. A lion doesn't get distracted by opinions. A lion doesn't quit when it's tired. A lion doesn't make excuses. The lion has one thing on its mind, the hunt. And that's how you've got to be about your dreams. Lock in. Hunt it down. Don't stop until you get it. Obstacles are not your enemy. They are your training ground. Every problem is shaping you. Every trial is molding you. Every failure is making you stronger. The only question is, will you quit or will you keep fighting? Let me tell you something. Success without purpose is empty. Success without faith is fragile. Success without legacy is meaningless. If you want true success, it's not just about money, cars, or fame. It's about something bigger. It's about why you wake up in the morning and what you leave behind when you're gone. Believing before you see it. Most people want to see results before they believe. They want proof before they take action. But that's not how success works. Faith is believing before the evidence shows up. Faith is planting seeds even when the soil looks dry. Faith is putting in the work today, knowing that the harvest will come later. Faith is walking into the dark, trusting that the light will show up once you take the first step. If you only work when you see progress, you won't make it. Because sometimes progress is invisible. Sometimes success is delayed. Sometimes you're grinding in the dark for years before anyone notices. That's where faith comes in. You've got to believe when nobody else does. My own faith journey, when I was speaking for free, people thought I was wasting my time. When I was in classrooms and church basements with 10 people, nobody believed in me. But I kept believing. Why? Because I had faith that my gift would make room for me. I had faith that if I stayed consistent, doors would open. And eventually, they did. But only because I believed before I saw it. The fuel of greatness now, let's talk about purpose. If you want real success, you've got to connect to something deeper than money. Money will not wake you up at 4 a.m. Passion will. Cars will not keep you grinding when you're tired. Purpose will. Fame will not carry you through rejection. Mission will. You've got to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? Because when you have a strong why, know-how can stop you. The mother who lifts a car, you've heard the story. A mother's child is trapped under a car. In normal conditions, that woman could never lift that car. But in that moment, fueled by love and purpose, she finds strength beyond logic. That's what purpose does. It unlocks power you didn't even know you had. So if you want success, stop chasing money and start chasing meaning. Find your why. Attach your grind to something bigger than you. Success beyond self. Now let's talk about the highest level of success, legacy. See, success is not just about what you achieve, it's about what you leave behind. True success is when your name inspires people after you're gone. True success is when your children, your community, your students, your followers, they eat from the fruit of the seeds you planted. The goal is not to live, but to live in such a way that your life speaks long after you're gone. Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. King didn't die rich. He didn't have mansions or luxury cars. But his legacy is priceless. His words still echo. His dream still fuels generations. That's real success. Not just what you did for yourself, but what you did for others. The 3 levels of success, let me break it down. Success for self, you grind to pay bills, achieve your dreams, live, comfortable. That's the first level. Success for others, you grind not just for you, but for your family, your community, the people you serve. That's the next level. Success for legacy, you grind to build something that outlives you, something that echoes for generations. That's the highest level. If you stop at level 1, you'll always feel empty. But if you climb to level 3, you'll live full and die empty, knowing you gave it all. So don't just chase money, chase meaning. Don't just build wealth, build legacy. Don't just live lively with purpose, ivy with faith, and ivy, so that when people speak your name, it drips with greatness. Success is not complicated, family. It's daily. It's not what you do once in a while. It's what you do every single day. You don't get success by chance. You get it by choice, by waking up every morning and deciding to execute. The power of daily habits. Big dreams are built on small habits. You don't just wake up successful. You don't just stumble into greatness. You build it brick by brick, habit by habit, day by day. Ask yourself, what time do you wake up? What do you feed your mind? Who do you surround yourself with? What do you do when nobody's watching? Because your habits will tell me everything about your future. Show me your habits, and I'll show you your destiny. You don't decide your future. You decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. The 1% rule. Success isn't about massive leaps. It's about consistent 1% improvements. If you get 1% better every day, in 1 year you're not 365% better. You're 37 times better. That's the power of compounding effort. So stop waiting for big breaks. Stop waiting for overnight miracles. Focus on winning the day. Win today, then stack enough todays. And you'll look up one day and realize you built an empire. Stop talking. Start doing. Let's keep it real. Too many of you are talking about success, but not working for it. You got vision boards, journals, YouTube playlists. But where's the action? Dreams without execution are just hallucinations. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for the right time. The right time is now. Execution beats excuses. Action beats intention. Movement beats meditation. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. The enemy called excuses are the killers of success. Excuses sound good. They make you feel comfortable. They let you off the hook. But listen, excuses don't produce results. Excuses don't pay bills. Excuses don't build businesses. Excuses don't create legacy. Every time you make an excuse, you're giving away your power. So from this day forward, no excuses, only execution. Living hungry success is not a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. It's waking up hungry every single day. I don't care what you achieved yesterday. You can't live off old victories. Yesterday's grind doesn't pay today's bills. Yesterday's success doesn't open today's doors. You've got to stay hungry. Hungry to grow, hungry to learn, hungry to get better. The moment you get comfortable, you start dying. But the moment you stay hungry, you keep winning. Call to action. So here's the challenge. Family, wake up earlier. Take control of your mornings before the world distracts you. Protect your focus. Cut out distractions, toxic people, and wasted time. Stay consistent. Do the work daily, even when you don't feel like it. Embrace sacrifice. Give up comfort now to live in greatness later. Build legacy live, not just for you, but for the people who come after you. You've got one life, one shot, one chance. Don't waste it. Don't go to the grave with your potential still inside you. Live full, die empty. Success is not for the chosen few. It's for the few who choose. The question is, are you willing to choose? Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to sacrifice, focus, believe, and execute until you win? Because if you are, success is not just possible, success is inevitable. So go out there, grind like your life depends on it. Chase your dreams with everything inside you. And remember, this UCCS, if you're willing to take it,